Okay, everybody, my name is Lowell, and welcome to the channel. So, everybody is in World Cup fever at the moment, and a few people are saying, you know what? America has been proved right that they're pretty bloody good. The food is fantastic. The hosting has been amazing. So, we're going to catch up with James and Siana. Now, we've done this British couple before when they visited Chicago, which was fantastic. So, let's jump into the World Cup is proving America was right. Let's jump in.
For years, Europeans have made fun of America.
Yep.
The giant supermarkets, the portion sizes, the flags on every corner, the patriotism, anything you could think.
You know what? I was probably in that camp as well. You know, that kind of stereotypical view of America. But now I've been doing reactions. It's like, yeah, nah, that's not how it is at all. Not how it is at all.
The flags on every corner, the patriotism, anything you could think of, Europeans have probably said it about America.
And the fact that Americans can't seem to do anything quietly. But now, the World Cup has arrived in America.
Millions of people are seeing America up close for the very first time.
Minds are being changed.
Yep.
Blown.
We are James and Siana, a British couple that have travelled almost 20...
Oh, you pronounce her name Shana? Oh, I do apologize. I thought it was Siana. I do apologize. Okay.
We are James and Siana, a British couple that have travelled almost 20 states in an RV, and we have fallen head over heels for America. We post all of our experiences on this channel and also talk about our experiences and our opinions of different states. So if you are interested in that, make sure you hit that subscribe button
right now.
I'll have the details in the description as well if you want to go check out their channel.
Europeans have been laughing at the size of grocery stores in America for years and years. But now, as we said, the World Cup is on and they're experiencing it first hand. We have seen all over the internet people walking into places like Walmart and making videos because they are in shock at the size and scale of these things. The fact that they used to take the piss, I think their minds are being changed. They're starting to come round and see America for what it is.
and understand it.
Yeah.
It's bigger and better than every other country. Everything in it is bigger and better.
Yeah.
People are getting a real experience right now of America, and I'm glad the World Cup is in America.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are having to go there for the football.
Yeah.
You guys call it soccer. Because it's opening everybody's eyes up to how amazing and diverse America really is, and huge.
And maybe, hopefully now, the world is starting to realise how...
I think it's kind of going both ways as well. You know, Americans are getting to experience some European culture. Obviously, the Scots are coming in. You know, the Dutch are there as well. The Brazilians. You know, there's a lot of different cultures coming into America as well. And, you know, that exchange of, you know, culture and ideas and, you know, everybody's kind of having a great time at the moment. So, which I think is good for everybody. Good for everybody.
And maybe, hopefully now, the world is starting to realise how amazing the US is. The first time that James and I stepped into a Walmart was a crazy experience. First of all, we weren't expecting to see so many American flags hung up on the ceiling.
Everywhere.
It was incredible to see, and we were thinking, like, this would never happen in a UK supermarket.
I'm sorry, but there is not one thing that you can't buy in Walmart.
Yeah.
I saw there was a tyre shop in there, canoes, guns,
Arrows. Is it arrows,
knives, arrows, everything, toys, like food, anything you could ever think of is inside of Walmart.
Yeah. You could get lost in there.
You could get lost in there for hours and hours.
And
They're massive Walmarts. 70,000, 100,000 square. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Walmart.
Yeah. You could get lost in there.
You could get lost in there for hours and hours.
And
I think one time, did we lose each other in there before?
Oh, of course.
We do. Sometimes me and Shana go into Walmart and we lose each other for a long time.
Also, Europeans are 1000% not used to seeing this because they do not sell guns. Maybe knives? Kitchen knives, like kitchen knives, but nothing like you guys have in America.
No.
Some shops in the UK in the London area can't even sell kitchen knives anymore.
No.
You know why, which is another messed up.
Most of the kitchen knives we have here is under lock and key. Same thing, you know, knife crime and all that kind of stuff too. We don't have access to, well, normal people, you can get guns in Australia. I'm not going to say we can't. You can get a gun. You can get a license. You can get a gun. It's definitely not as freely as in America, that's for sure.
Sell kitchen knives anymore. You know why, which is another messed up story. But seriously, people in Europe are not used to that. We're used to tiny little stores.
Yeah. I mean, for us, they're big, but for Americans, they're not big. They're tiny.
No, for you guys, you're probably thinking, what are you guys going on about? This is just a normal store to us. But for other people from other countries, they're like mind blown by this stuff.
Also, guys, let us know what the best supermarket chain is in America. What's your opinion? Because loads of people told us not to shop in Walmart because of the quality of the food. But we always go there because it's convenient. But let us know, what's the best supermarket?
Yeah, where do you guys shop? Get in the
store.
Get in the comments. Let us know where you go for your shopping trips, and not clothes shopping trip. Food. Something that people always take the piss out of when it comes to America is the fact that Americans love their country so much. But now people are visiting and they're starting to understand why Americans are like this. Because America is freaking amazing. I'm starting to realize, like, we're seeing videos online of people being like, okay, yeah, I understand why Americans are always flying the American flag and always tooting their own trumpet.
Yeah.
Because America is insane.
It's amazing. One of the huge things we love about the US is how much you guys absolutely love your country and you're so patriotic. You're always flying your flags everywhere. You have humongous flags, which we do not have in the UK. Yes, we have flags, but nowhere near they're small, but nowhere near as many flags as you guys have in the US, which is really sad to see. And recently there's been a thing going on where some councils in certain areas are banning people from flying the Union Jack, the St. George's flag on their balcony or in their garden.
I heard something, I'm not too sure, I'm not right up on the story about in the UK about banning the St. George flag. It's just like, it's your flag in your country. I don't understand that at all. I don't care what country it is, what flag it is. If it's your flag in your country, you should be able to fly it whenever you bloody want. It's your flag. That's crazy.
Jack,
it's crazy for
St. George's flag on their balcony or in their garden or on the front of their house for I don't know what reason.
They're fining people.
They're fining people.
They're fining people actual money for flying their own flag in their own country.
That's ridiculous.
What do you guys think about that? The fact that you guys love your country so much, you should be proud of it. Because in the UK, people do not love this country anymore.
It feels like a crime to be flying a flag. It feels like a crime to be proud of your country now. It feels like you'll get in trouble for being like, I love the UK.
Especially, we don't know about other countries, but in the UK, it's like, it's becoming a thing now where like you're not allowed to love the UK. And to be fair, the UK has been going downhill.
Oh, for sure.
It's been really going downhill. And that's one of the reasons that we really want to come back to America and live there.
We just love the sense of pride you guys have. And it's something that we want to grow. Like, how do you explain that? Something we want to...
We want to have that same feeling. It's not nice when you live in a country that you don't really like being in and the whole vibe is negative here.
Yeah.
A lot of the vibes that are going around, I need a better word for vibes. Makes me sound so young. I'm 30 now. A lot of the feelings that are going around are negative and people are not happy here. And we're so inspired by how much you guys love your country. Like, we love America more than we love the UK. Massively.
Yeah, I feel like there's no freedom of speech here. If you say something bad, they're gonna come knocking on your door.
When me and Shana are listening to Courtesy of the Red, White and Blue, we get goose pimples. We're singing the lyrics, man. We love it. Like, get me to America.
Europeans are now seeing this in the US, the patriotism. They're even flying the eagles around the stadiums. And honestly, I don't think the Europeans can actually comprehend.
Yeah, they can't even comprehend.
I know the college football does the war eagle. I have seen that before. We do college football as well. I have seen that one, that's for sure.
Stadiums. And honestly, I don't think the Europeans can actually comprehend.
Yeah, they can't even comprehend what they're witnessing.
What's going on? This doesn't happen in European countries. This doesn't happen in the UK. How cool is that? Even just
wait till they see Ralphie, the bison around the stadium. That blew my mind when I first saw that. It's like, that is a bison on the field. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, it blows my mind, college football. I tell you. I've watched it for 2 seasons now, and I still can't get my head around it. It is crazy. Crazy.
It doesn't happen in European countries. This doesn't happen in the UK. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Even just an eagle flying around a stadium.
The showmanship that Americans put on is out of this world. Like when me and Shana went to our first ever college football.
I know I'm keep stopping it. I do apologize. I think it's because you got to stand out. America is a big country. It's got a lot of people, 350 million. You have to stand out. Yeah, you might be doing the same thing as, 100 people, but you have to stand out. You have to have that showmanship. You have to say, hey, look, come to us. We're the best. Don't worry about those other guys. Come to us. That's what it's all about. Trying to grab that customer, that fan base, that whatever it is, come and see us. That's what it comes down to, that showmanship. It's just like, a lot of people are doing it, but we're doing it the best. Come and see us. There's that competition. That healthy competition to be the best. Some countries don't have it, so it stands out in America.
Americans put on is out of this world. Like when me and Shana went to our first ever college football game, one of the teams had a dog running around. One of the teams had a dog running around. Every time it ran across the pitch.
Is that Georgia? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they're talking about Georgia.
And the bands and the energy.
College bands,
and I feel like Europeans are really getting to experience this firsthand. And the videos we've been seeing everywhere are everybody talking about how much they love it and how America does everything bigger and better. And they can't be taking the piss anymore because they're enjoying it.
Yeah, boy. Our next point is about the friendliness of Americans. I think most people are probably very surprised about how friendly Americans are, especially from what they hear on the media, what they see in the movies. And that actually sounds silly saying it out loud, but people actually believe the media and they hear about the gun issues in America and they automatically think that all Americans are bad or most Americans are bad and scary, but they don't realize that when they go to America, they are greeted and welcomed so much. They are so friendly, even over the top friendly in the best way possible.
You almost think that it's a joke. You're like, what? Is that person really being that?
I don't think we're pretty friendly in Australia, I must say. I don't think we're ready for that though. I don't think we're ready for that genuine friendliness that you get. So, and as you said, it's over the top, but that's just how it is. That's just how America is. So.
In the best way possible.
You almost think that it's a joke. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Is that person really being that nice to me and they've just met me? But we've been to America 3 times now, and every single time we have been welcomed with open arms. You guys are so generous, so friendly. I've got a friend right now who's over in America for the World Cup, and I told him about how friendly you guys are. And he said to me, James, I thought you were joking. He's like, I thought you were joking, but these people are so friendly and they love to have a heart-to-heart chat. Like whenever I speak to an American on the street, outside a gas station, it's not just a normal, hi, how are you? It's a heart-to-heart conversation. We get into the nitty-gritty. We're talking about mums, we're talking about dad, talking about grandma. It's amazing. And I'm so happy that loads of people from Europe are now getting to experience that, because I'm not being funny. In Britain, in Germany, I've heard people are very grumpy and they don't talk to you. Like when we go to the grocery store in the UK, I'm not having conversations. When I'm in Walmart, I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah. And on the street, for example, just walking on the street, you are not going to very unlikely to have a conversation with someone in the UK. But when we had a walk in America for the first time...
we bumped into like 5 different people and we spoke to them all. Yeah,
and they obviously didn't even know we were British until we spoke. And then we were just having like 10-minute conversations with every person we walked across, we came across, and it was insane. We couldn't believe it.
It's a very different culture. And I think having the World Cup in America is really gonna open so many people's eyes to the way that you guys act and the way that you guys move. I think people are gonna fall in love, man.
I think they have already fallen in love.
We have, definitely.
Yeah. For years, people have told us everything that is wrong with America, but very few people talk about what's actually right with America.
Which is surprising because it's unbelievable. And yes, we know America is not perfect. No country possibly can be, you know? But let's be honest, after everything we have experienced in America, we are obsessed. It's one of the most diverse, friendly places we've ever visited. Like, it's incredible.
You can get everything you want there. You can travel. We understand why some Americans don't have passports, because you can travel anywhere you want in the States and you can get a different climate.
So every state is like a different country.
It is, yeah.
Different.
I've heard that before. You know, every little state is like their own little country. You know, different environments, even from the north to the south. You know, you get a complete different environment, which is fantastic. I love that. Love that.
A different climate.
Yeah.
So every state is like a different country.
It is, yeah.
Different little American twangs, different food, different personalities, different scenery. So we understand why Americans don't have passports, and we also understand why so many of you beautiful Americans love calling America your home. And hopefully one day we will be able to do the same thing.
100%. The World Cup may only last for a few weeks, but for a lot of visitors, their opinion of America may possibly change forever, and that makes us so happy to hear that America is finally getting some positivity sent to it, and people are experiencing it for the first time and actually having their own opinion on it rather than listening to the media and other people's opinions.
It makes us very happy. We're over the moon that America is finally being fully understood and experienced rather than judged from outside.
So if we're happy about it, we can't even imagine what you guys are feeling. You must be feeling so proud and overwhelmed with the responses you're hearing and you're seeing on the media right now from Europeans and people visiting your country.
Let us know if this is true. Is that how you feel? Get in the comments and let us know.
If you liked this video, guys, and you would like to see more, please make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and also
hype the video.
Hype it up.
Hype.
We appreciate you for watching.
Love you guys.
Bye.
As I said, I'll put their information down in the description. You go check them out. So I want to see their Walmart video actually too. So let me know what you thought. I think, as I said, they sum it up. You know, America getting some positivity coming out of this World Cup. You know, instead of America's done this and America's done that and they're doing this. You know, it's like America's putting on this World Cup. Even before the World Cup started, everybody had already written it off. Oh, this is going to be the worst World Cup. We should boycott it. We should cancel it, blah, 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 blah. Now everybody's saying, you know what? This is probably going to be the best World Cup we've actually bloody had. So this is going to be one of the best World Cups. And the pictures and the videos and everything else coming out from those in America and experiencing it, you know, the tourists and even the locals, they're all saying, yep, this is fantastic. We need this. We needed this. That exposure to American culture and American culture to other cultures is just been fantastic. That exchange of cultures. I've seen the videos. I've been seeing, you know, people trying American food for the first time. You know, obviously that flavor explosion as well. But I think it just comes down to America now is kind of being exposed as, you know what? That's not how it is really. You know, they're just a down-to-earth people that love their country. They love to have a good time. They're serious about, you know, being patriotic. And it's just, it's good to see. It's good to see America actually getting some positive news for a change. So, which has been fantastic. So let me know if you enjoyed that one, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. Make sure you stay safe. And I will definitely see you in the next reaction video. Oh, you're still here? You want more content? Why don't you check out my Patreon down here? You'll get plenty more content and some exclusive videos over there too. If not, why not check out this one over here?